Here we go.
What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to
Not
another
realize.
episode of the What the Fanboy podcast. My name is Luke, and this is Mr. Tyler.
That is me. To my right, as always, the beautiful Brett Eitzen.
Oh, you're too kind. Thank
with
you.
his fancy schmancy new iPad.
The
iPad Semi Pro 7.
The Rainbow Kitty iPad.
The Rainbow Kitty.
I need to get
A Rainbow
some
Kitty sticker.
decals. Yeah. So this was my Black Friday get.
Ooh.
I know we talked last week about what's everyone getting for Black Friday. No one's messaged us on Twitter yet or anything, but if you're in the chat and you want to tell us what you got for Black Friday, entertainment wise, we grabbed Crimes of Grindelwald because
It's cheap.
that's the only time that it's worth spending money on it. And It. I didn't have It.
What?
What is it?
What did you not have?
I love you. I love you too.
Thank
so
you.
much.
I'm confused. I don't know what he got.
He didn't have it, dude. He doesn't have that it factor.
I guess not. You'll get it someday.
Yeah. It's
I'm
one of
right
those
behind
things.
you on my way to get it. I hope.
It's just one of those things, man.
Oh.
Either you got it or you don't. You
And
know?
you'll be very happy about this one. Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic
Yes.
movie.
Yes. So very much looking forward to that.
Just wait till you hear crystals. You're going to be hyped.
But yeah, no, it was Thanksgiving weekend. We want to break down what we did?
Yeah.
I don't know
I think you should go first, though.
I'll go first. We always have a big family get together, so
Elders first.
Old.
I want to quick shout out to some new family members / friends who are fanboys now, or fangirls. Vuk is he's from Montenegro, and he's over as doing a study abroad,
Oh, cool.
I don't know what that's called, not visa,
An
but
exchange student?
exchange student program. And he was here with my Aunt Debbie, so they both are very excited to hear about the podcast. And
Sweet.
So Vuk, I hope you're watching, and it was good to meet you.
Hi, Book.
I've also been playing through Battlefront 2. I think the whole Star Wars kick is got me kind of reinvigorated.
Dude, I'm with you. I had to pace myself in my rewatch.
Yeah.
I went through the first 3 episodes so quick, and I was like, I have a month before this movie comes out. I need to slow down.
Yeah, so I'm about a third of the way through the campaign, having a lot of fun with it. It's really good.
It's a great campaign.
And I'm enjoying the multiplayer so far. It is a little different, but you get those mid-level. I don't know. They're not heroes.
The
but
enforcer, infiltrator,
Yeah.
aerial type characters.
Yeah, they're super fun.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think they're better than the heroes.
Yeah.
It's never, for me, I guess I don't know if I'm not good enough or what. I never thought it was worth it to play as the heroes because I die so quick. I barely get any kills with them. It wasn't worth it, and you have to spend so much coins on them anyway.
They're so expensive compared to
And I don't think they control
Commando
super
droid.
well. Yeah, the commando droid is my favorite person to play as.
it's 4,000 credits, and
that sword you get?
can get it. You can get it every 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Commando droid.
I also watched Knives Out, which we'll be reviewing later in the show, and we have not talked about The Mandalorian, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want, if anyone out there hasn't seen it,
I didn't watch
any
episode 4
spoilers.
yet.
Oh, my one note is on episode 4. It's about Cara Dune. I need her in more episodes, please. I'm very much excited for.
She'll come back.
She's a good character.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Gina Carano?
I don't know.
Yes.
Luke may know better than I. Yeah. I was trying to think because there's 2. Who's the village? The
I don't know
villager?
her
I don't
name.
know her name.
I don't know if we
either.
ever got it.
But they were both pretty good. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think Cara Dune was really fantastic as a supporting character there in that episode. And of course, the internet's blowing up about the baby blank creature that's in the show.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Everything knows
It's
about
out.
Baby
If you
Yoda.
haven't figured that out yet, sorry for spoiling it. But that's about all I did.
Wow.
I didn't do a lot. We do big family Thanksgiving stuff, so I played lots of card games and board games and stuff like that.
I feel like I am on Luke's level of things I did this week. Maybe not like this time, but like this is like a normal weekend for Luke.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 5 days to get it, but I did it. So I did some Black Friday shopping as well. I picked up Diablo 3 on my Switch.
Nice.
Awesome game. I'm so late to that party, but it seriously is a really good game. I got NHL 20, which nobody here cares about. And I got Batman Return to Arkham. I kind of said that last week because the sale was early, but I also have that. I finished Supernova, which is book 3 of the Renegades trilogy by Marissa Meyer. I would give it a low fanboy worthy. Dangerously close to an all right, but it was good. I started The Toll, book 3, which is the 3rd book in the Arc of a Scythe series, which is the end of it. It's the end of the trilogy, by Neil Shusterman. I'm giving everybody the reading updates that I know you guys are burning for. Yeah.
No, just kidding.
So far, The Toll is really good. I'm about 100 pages in. Started reading it yesterday. It is kind of frustrating because they've introduced a character that I don't really understand their purpose. And I will explain that off air because it could be spoilery. It also is kind of a weird political thing. I watched Ford vs. Ferrari.
Yeah.
These guys,
Such a freaking great movie.
these guys reviewed it last week. I just will throw my recommendation in there. It's a booyah.
Yeah.
For me, second favorite movie this year. I finished season 2 of Titans, which we'll get into in a little bit. I watched episode 1 of Harley Quinn, which we will also probably, we don't really need to break that down, but it was good.
This is the animated, like the mature, R-rated animated show, I guess.
Yeah.
It's very Family Guy, Rick and Morty style.
Luke and I kind of talked about it, and like I really enjoyed it. I think I even texted you and said it was great. Like it was funny. I laughed a lot. But like as it sat with me, I kind of started to pick it apart a little bit in my head, and I was like, okay, some of this stuff's kind of annoying. Specifically, and I know you'll mention it, is the cussing in it. As I watched it, I was like, it's kind of funny. But then like you kind of listen to some of the dialogue, and you're like, okay, the cussing's not a part of a joke. You're just cussing to cuss, and it's just a bit much. But it was good. I watched episode 7 of Watchmen, which that will be in our TV Talk episode this week.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that. Yep.
Sums it up.
Yep. And then I watched John Wick as a rewatch. My brother hadn't seen it. I fell asleep watching it, not because it's bad, but because it was like 2:30 in the morning. But I like that movie a lot. That was a really good movie.
It's really good.
And Keanu Reeves does really well in those. Yeah, pretty much sums it up.
All right, cool.
And Luke watched every movie under the sun this week.
I did. I watched every single movie. No, I didn't. So I watched the most recent episode of His Dark Materials. That show's improved a lot. So I'll keep watching it.
Are kids disappearing?
No, not anymore. I mean, there's a polar bear in it now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Watchmen, Mandalorian, all that stuff. But a game that I decided to play because it's super cheap on Xbox, and actually it's free on PlayStation, but I don't have PlayStation Plus, so it didn't matter.
And your friends play it on Xbox.
Yeah, my friends will play it on
right.
Xbox. I got Titanfall 2. What a great game.
Dude, it's amazing.
That campaign is awesome. I would love to see a Titanfall movie.
Oh, I've never thought about it.
I think a Titanfall anime would work better.
The level of where you do the time travel bit, that was so awesome. Just so unique. and different, and then it still had the awesome mechanics and shooter stuff that Titanfall is known for.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best feeling shooters I've played. It's up there with D2. Like, it just feels so smooth.
Yeah, it all works really, really well.
Titanfall's gameplay is just leaps and bounds better than a lot of shooters still.
Yeah.
Felt really good, and the campaign is so fun. It's so short, which is really nice. This is this really quick story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it was a TV show, it would probably be 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm a huge fan. I'm tempted to give that the campaign a booyah.
Yeah.
Definitely play it. It's $5 at most. Definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. The multiplayer I didn't do as much of, mainly because everybody else is playing and watching other stuff. But when I did get in, I was really spanking people, and it felt really good.
We should play together.
Yeah. We should absolutely play together. I almost said a bad word.
What's your profanity?
And I never say bad words.
The language.
What Titans do you guys normally play as?
Strider.
Whatever the base one is.
Strider's the light one.
Okay.
With the sword.
I use the medium one. I can't remember
Ronin?
the name.
Oh no, sorry, Ronin's with the sword. Light. So no, but I do use the Strider.
Hold on.
I got them confused.
I play as
the
Ronin.
I think in Titanfall 1, the Ronin didn't exist.
Okay.
And it was just the Strider. But in Titanfall, yeah, no, I like, because I think it has a double dash. Plus I have
the
like
electrical thing and ouch. Sorry, podcast people.
Oh, I use the ogre.
Oh, the heavy one.
The heavy one, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy.
The one with the
because he got lots of health. Look
It's
how much
been
health he has.
So it's been a while since I've played, and this may show how poor my memory is. Old guy over here.
Yep.
But I think I have a mod, or I've spec'd it out so that my Strider gets a third dash as well. I don't know if that's possible. I think it is. Basically, I'm just like zipping around, and I start with an overshield.
Okay.
So I don't have a ton of firepower, but I'm really well protected, and I'm all over the place. It's super fun.
You're just an annoying Titan.
Yeah.
That runs around.
Yeah.
So I was telling Luke, I really like Pilot v Pilot in that game.
Yeah.
A lot, because I just think the gunplay itself feels so good that it's the best version of Call of Duty out there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made by the team who made Call of Duty 4. But it seriously is just so well made.
It's a lot of fun. I don't really have a whole lot unlocked, so I'm pretty much still base level on everything.
Hey man, all you need is the number 1 assault rifle, and then the not R99. That's Apex. The R99 is also in it.
Yeah.
The car is the gun that I'm talking. The SMG.
Oh,
That's the SMG that you start unlock with.
Yeah, that gun is amazing.
A lot of the weapons in Apex are from
Titanfall. Yeah, I was telling Luke, I was like, man, you need to play Apex now.
Yeah, we'll probably start playing Apex now. At least a couple times.
Yeah.
Now that I know the base behind the story, like I know the content.
You can't double jump in Apex though.
I'm not gonna play.
No.
One con of the multiplayer, I hate that it has the AI in it.
Oh, don't play attrition.
I just played whatever it gave me.
Yeah, there's multiple modes. There's some that don't have
the grunts were dumb.
One really cool.
Grunts are great. You hop in, get your Titan super faster or whatnot, just by mopping them up.
Really cool mode. Last Titan standing.
Yeah.
Everyone starts in a Titan, and you have to try to be the last one standing.
Oh my
so
gosh.
much fun. It's a round by round game.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fun.
Really good.
I need to try other game modes.
We need to
I only
dive in.
play like 4 matches, maybe.
Dude, just hit me up. Yeah, I touched you. I don't want to hear it. When you get some time, let's play.
Okay.
We'll even text Brett, invite the old guy.
I am diggity down.
See if Brett can get out of the nursing home.
He doesn't have to get out. He just needs a Wi-Fi connection.
That's true. That's true. Maybe we can deliver some internet to him.
Oh, good.
Can I play it on Google Stadia?
Probably, but not well.
You can lag your way through it, sure.
The game's almost over. Oh, Brett finally arrived.
Hey, Brett, you just loaded in. How many kills you got? None but 3 deaths. This dude was spawn camping us by the time I got into the game.
Moving on. I watched Titan Season 2.
Nice.
So I guess we can kind of talk about that.
Okay, it happened.
Yeah, it happened. It was good.
Yep.
Really, really solid beginning. Kind of interesting middle. Really good stuff at the end, but also some really bad stuff. I think they've done some really poor decision makings for some character arcs, and to the point of almost ruining them.
I almost don't even have to say anything for this review. This is so easy. No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. The Dick Grayson stuff is awesome. Incredible.
I was going to say, I would almost say incredible.
I loved the Deathstroke as a villain. I thought he was really good.
Did you like Isai Morales?
I did.
I thought he was so
really
good.
Yeah.
He was like the surprise of the season for me.
I also really liked the kid who played Jericho.
Yes.
I thought he was super good.
Cella Man.
Yeah.
He was solid.
Yeah. Really good stuff. And I
Super
think
solid.
it might have been his first big kind of thing. I think, is he a YouTuber?
I don't know what he is.
I
don't know where he comes from, like in terms of his
Good for him.
fame before this.
Yeah, I think I may be thinking of somebody else, but
We'd have to look it
think
up.
he is a YouTuber. So that's cool. Maybe us someday. No, probably not. But yeah, I'd give it a fanboy worthy. Because I do think the DC fans will get enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
But there might be some
disappointment as well.
disappointments involved.
Yeah, just a couple of things I want to touch on. I really like the use of Bruce Wayne in the season. When he was casted, I was like, I don't know about this. But I thought the way they use him in the show was effective. And I think it really helped with Dick Grayson's development as the season went on.
And I thought England was good.
England was really good.
Some accent trouble, but
especially early on.
But he did good, yeah.
Yeah, early on I was like, ooh,
yeah,
this could be interesting. But as the season goes on, I think he got better at it. I think he got a better grasp on it. My favorite, I kind of wanted to talk about Bruce Wayne and like, what was your favorite Bruce Wayne moment? Because mine's definitely like the showgirls goofy moment. But I also really like the conversation him and Dick have at the end of the show.
I love the stuff in the prison.
Oh, yeah.
When even Dick and him, and he's just beating the crap out of Dick without even touching him. Like, and in context of the show, he's not really touching him, but
right.
But it's very interesting.
I wonder if like people are watching that and they're like, what is going on? Like, why is this dude throwing himself all over the ground? What's wrong with him? What do you think of the Superboy stuff?
I thought it was, at best, it was fine, but majority of it I thought was pretty lackadaisical.
Did you like the actor?
I thought he was pretty good.
I thought he was fine.
I didn't think he was really given good stuff, so it's hard to tell if he's good or not.
Yeah, you can't really get a grasp on the actor. I thought he was good in the finale, though. I thought that was like the first time he really had anything to do.
I thought the weakest parts of the show were Garfield, who plays as Beast Boy, and then I can't remember her name.
He is a YouTuber.
The Starfire's kind of side plot as well.
And a Jup.
Yeah, I didn't really like where their stories were going. But there was
unfortunate.
Yeah.
A couple other things to hit on. I really enjoy the way Raven's powers look. I was worried about how they would handle that, especially like her eyes and stuff. I think they look really cool.
Good. They look
I thought they looked pretty cool.
They went away from the black,
like
demon,
cut up thing,
crying eye kind of thing, and they moved more into something that looks like it's from a comic book page. It's red eyes. That's it.
Yeah.
I liked that. I thought Hawk and Dove's story was better in this season.
I forgot about that. I did not like it. I feel like their story is extremely CW, not in the fact that it's relationship based, but the fact that it goes back and forth and back and forth, and they do the same thing every time. And that's what I'm worried about Titans. If the Titans struggle with staying together next season, and they all break up and come back again, I might move on from the show. I watched 5 seasons of Arrow do that.
Right.
And I stopped watching it. I just can't do that anymore. Like, just let the Titans be the Titans. Let them hang out. Let them eat pizza. Let them fight crime. Like, come on. And I'll always have Young Justice to go back to.
Yeah.
So,
and that's kind of what this show more resembles as Young Justice.
yeah, it's a mature Young Justice.
Yeah, rather than Titans. But what I liked about it is I think it gave Minka Kelly and Alan Ritchson a chance to actually do something in the show this season, rather than just kind of stand there. or be in a coma. Yeah, in a coma. I almost said in a comatose. I really like Alan Richson, and I think he does a good job in the show, and so I think that's why I just enjoy their arc a little bit. Minka Kelly was good until the end. I thought she started to get annoying, but
yeah.
But no, overall, I'd say it's fanboy worthy as well.
It was. I still got enjoyment out of it. I had a good time.
I thought it was a much stronger entry than season 1.
Yeah.
A step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Good.
And season 3 will be here in like 10 months. So
And that will be
maybe less.
Oh, that'll be an interesting season.
Yeah.
We'll see. They
We'll
kind of
see how they
followed 2
handle it.
plot threads in this one.
Well, I'd say they followed 3 even.
Yeah.
Because you got Deathstroke and you got
Cadmus
and you got Starfire stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like how are they going to balance all of that next season?
I just want to see the Titans be a Titan family. That's really what I want. Also, Kieran Walters as Jason Todd is really good. He's awesome. The next thing I did, I won't spend as much time on this because I know Brett has already talked about this. I watched Dragon Prince season 3. That show is a booyah. It is one of the best shows on Netflix. Has gorgeous animation. I gotta say though, I was really nervous about this season because I thought when I was getting to the end of the season, I thought it was going to be the end. They started to kind of wrap up some common story threads.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like this. They're going to end this show. But it didn't, so I'm really happy. And I'm really happy with actually where they are with some of these characters in the show because I feel like they're kind of breaking the mold on a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff and stories arcs that they're doing at this point in the show are usually, especially in animated shows, in the last season.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited with them moving forward. I hope they don't fall into some common tropes. That is booyah. Harley Quinn was fine. It was funny. I'm not really into the super raunchy animation type shows.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch this. I just hate the overuse of cussing for cussing's sake.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of times I don't like Martin Scorsese as much.
Yeah.
It's just like he throws in the F word because he can.
Mm-hmm.
Not because it really makes sense or because a character is angry or wants to convey something specifically. It's just like, yeah, I'm just going to say the F word.
Yeah.
And that's what I really got from this show. They're being so overzealous with their colorful language, and it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, they're horrible people. They're murderers. They're terrible people. They're going to say these words, but also they're comic book characters.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I don't like it.
It seems like
I'm sure a lot of people will like it, though.
It seems like there could be a middle ground where maybe like, yeah, we get it. We're going to throw it in there because we're making this a more mature
and that kind of makes me like, I wonder how much of it was very like intentional and like, hey, this isn't for your kids.
Yeah.
And we just want you to know that and do that now. We're going to do it right now, but moving forward, it'll be interesting to see how the show progresses.
Yeah.
But I did like the overall arching story they put in it. I thought that was really cool.
Did you like
with Ivy and Harley? I thought that was kind of clever.
Yeah. Did you like
I'm gonna
Tujik's Joker?
What?
Isn't Alan Tudyk the Joker?
Oh yeah, I thought he was good. Yeah,
his laugh is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of sad we are getting the current style of Harley Quinn though, with like the
pigtails
and the dyed hair, and because in the first episode she's wearing the classic Harley outfit.
Yeah,
I get you're breaking up with the Joker and you want to
become
your own self. Man, but that costume's so good. So it's a little sad, but I get it. And then I saw Knives Out.
Nice.
Harley Quinn, I'm not gonna give a rating yet.
Okay, that's fair.
There's only one episode.
I don't think I did. I don't have one in my notes.
Yeah.
I just put step 1.
That's good. That's fair. Before we jump into news, I want to remind everyone you can find our merch on our website at whatthefanboy.com/merch.
Plug.
It's a nice, easy place for you guys.
That is a sexy podcast shirt.
To get that. Yeah,
mug.
I like that. I like that podcast shirt.
Plug the mug.
For anyone listening on audio, it's going to be too late. But if you're watching tonight or you're watching on Tuesday night, Halo Reach is Tuesday during the day. Halo Reach is dropping for the Master Chief Collection. So I'm going to be streaming that here on our YouTube channel.
Are you going to be playing multiplayer?
Probably.
Are you going to kill people?
If the requests are that I hop into some campaign, I could do that too. But yeah, I'll probably start out with some multiplayer.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I'm going to wreck house.
I'm going to get in the chat and troll you. I won't. I'll forget. But hey, Brett, you suck.
Anyways, we should get on to some news. Tyler, what do you got news-wise?
Oh boy, you threw it at me. Wonder Woman trailer is coming out Sunday,
It's
December
not here
8th.
yet. That's the news story. It's not freaking here yet.
No trailers are here yet.
I'll just kind of expand on it. We're gonna get a lot of trailers this weekend, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about trailer-wise next week.
Comic-Con experiences this weekend in Brazil, and DC is there. I'm pretty sure Marvel's there, so we should get our first trailer for Black Widow.
I think I saw that Feige is going to be there to talk about the new movies.
Black Widow and maybe a Falcon Winter Soldier. Some of those Disney Plus.
Yeah, I could see them doing a little Eternal something too.
Yeah.
Because that's just over a year away now.
Feige will be in Brazil, so we'll get something.
Yeah, I'd say we should definitely get something for Black Widow then.
Oh yeah,
we'll get Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman. I don't know if there's any.
But man,
DC
it's been
stuff.
so long.
Maybe Stargirl.
It feels like it's been so. I know it's only been a year.
Logo reveal.
But it feels like it's been so long since we've gotten something from like the DC universe. Joker is, not a part of that. And not that these movies still have to be super connected, but it's just nice to be reminded that...
Yeah, Shazam in March.
Oh, shoot, Shazam was a part of that.
Yeah.
I forgot about... I love Shazam. That's one of those fun little, like, movies that's just always going to be just off my radar. But I love it. I'm glad it exists.
It's a great movie. But yeah, should be a fun weekend. Also, a trailer coming out this Wednesday, No Time to Die. I'm not going to lie. Low-key, this is the most... exciting trailer for me.
I'm very excited.
Huge James Bond fan.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, coming off Knives Out, Ana de Armas in this, so I'm even more excited for this. And Daniel Craig, it's reunion.
Co-stars back together. They probably were just like set hopping.
Go across the line.
Ryan Johnson cast Daniel Craig. He's like, who's doing No Time to Die? Kerry Fukunaga.
Oh yeah.
Was doing No Time to Die. He's like, I need a girl to be my next Bond person or whatever. He's like, I know somebody. I liked working with this girl. Myself, she's good. But yeah, I'm super pumped for that trailer.
Very stoked.
Last Daniel Craig Bond movie, teardrop. Sad. But also
I haven't
happy
seen any of
because we're at least getting it.
I haven't seen any of them.
Dude, I want to watch those with you.
We do. We need it. Maybe that could be one of our movie commentaries.
Can we just binge all 4 of them in one day?
Sure, why not?
Get on my level, Tyler. You're bragging over here about I did so much stuff.
He was so busy.
Look, man, it's in stages. I can't just jump in.
It's only like 12 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of trailers and movies, it was a pretty good haul for Thanksgiving weekend at the movie theater. So from Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, till Sunday, kind of the extended weekend, Frozen 2 made a record $125 million. Which I think the record previous to that was The Hunger Games Catching Fire with like $109 million. So it did well. It did very well.
It's still a Frozen movie.
It is still a Frozen movie. But I think kind of one of the like under the radar. I'm using radar a lot tonight. I don't know why. Under the radar stories is that there were 4 original films out this weekend that all did really well. Knives Out made almost twice what it was projected to make.
Good. It's good.
It came in with about $42 million. Ford v Ferrari, another like fantastic came in right around 20 million. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, that's the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie, 17.3 million. And Queen and Slim, which I had no idea how big this would be, just because here in Wichita, there was like one screening for it all weekend. Because I was like, I gotta go get to it, but I couldn't just because the one screening was during a time that I couldn't get over there.
One screening Thursday at 10:30.
16 million. So like
that's good.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that movie made its money back.
It's a 17 to 20 million budget.
Okay,
so
close.
pretty
it'll
close.
do fine. I mean, it's almost made it here. It'll make. I don't know. It depends on how word of mouth is about it, but yeah. So, no, I just wanted to report on a very healthy Thanksgiving box office.
Yeah, cool. Families going to the movies. Seeing Frozen 2 again because
they
need the kids to do something.
Well, here's the thing. So
it's the only animated movie.
It is. No, we have like 30 people get together for Thanksgiving. Like it's a pretty 30 to 50, and this year was on the lower side, about 30. And so one of the things was like, do we want to go see a movie? Well, we have kids that range from my daughter's 4 to I don't know.
Nana at 90.
Well, yeah, but like the kids, like the kids, like the 10 or 12 or 13, right? So that's kind of the range. Frozen is the only one that would have worked for that whole group, right? Some of the older ones probably could have handled Ford v Ferrari or A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I don't know if they would have enjoyed those all that much.
Ford vs Ferrari is long for kids, though.
But like, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd actually enjoy it, but I think Frozen did so well because it was the only option. Like, I get you don't want to be competition necessarily. Like, you're gonna get smashed when you go up against Frozen, but I think honestly, any other animated movie that had come out would have done okay.
And I think that's also why kind of everything else did so good because you have, I don't know, other people who don't want to go see the animated movie, and you have lots of good options. So it's like nicely spread out in between those instead of like, here's Frozen, and then that other action movie.
Right.
Hobbs and Shaw 2.
Yes. Can't wait for that.
Back in the Habit. Oh, I'd love that. Hobbs and Shaw like invading a nunnery. Oh my god.
Invading a what?
A nunnery?
Oh, no.
Have you seen Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit?
No.
Come on, son. So it's been a funny week for Star Wars.
Oh gosh.
But it's not really super Star Wars related. It is, but
it is, but it isn't.
So somebody lost a script, and it wound up on eBay, and the cast and J.J. Abrams was on Good Morning America, and J.J. Abrams decided not to say, well then, our hero, John Boyega.
Dude, I love John Boyega and the way he handled
He admitted
all of
that
this.
it was him, and I just thought it was awesome how he owned up to it. He's like, yeah, this is super embarrassing, and it's kind of funny.
That was revealed with his interview with Michael Strahan, right?
Yeah.
I love when Michael Strahan's like, yeah, I heard somebody lost their script, and he's like, yeah, really? Huh.
Fine, it was me.
Like, he handled it so well. It was great.
Yeah, but also could have been kind of troubling.
Could have been catastrophic. He said the person only bought it for like $25.
What?
Yeah.
That was super.
He was like,
cheap on eBay.
obviously the person who found it didn't know what they had.
Yeah.
So did
They-
people mostly just thought it was a fake, and so someone was like, "Why not?"
I'll take a
chance.
Yeah. I'll take a flyer on that right here. Why not?
I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
You find a Star Wars script. What do you do?
Oh, I keep. There's no way I sell it.
Who wrote it?
Anyone. It doesn't matter. It's a Star Wars script.
I don't know. The writer. You find the Rise of Skywalker.
It's
script.
It's not Solo. It's any script but Solo.
Would you read it?
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to not read it.
I think
I would read it, and then I would get a nice frame for it, and I'd frame it.
I think I would wait as long as possible, but
I
depending
would
on how
make-
long it would take, I don't think I'd be able to.
I'd hold
stop
it.
myself.
I'd hold it for ransom and make Disney pay me to get it back.
They'd probably figure out a way to put you in jail.
I think they just probably be like,
They're like, okay,
missile away.
Worth it. What?
They're blowing up your house because they're Disney and they
Oh.
can get away with it.
But
That's realistic.
yeah, I'd try to hold off as long as possible. I'd make about 40 copies of it though.
Copies.
Sell them on
good.
eBay.
It's a safe. Always have a backup.
Or at least make one copy.
Yeah, sell
and
the
have it.
copy.
Yeah, sell the copies.
Sell the copy, keep
and
the
then
original.
eventually Disney would be like, give us that back. And be like, okay. You give it back, but you still have all the copies.
You can have it back for the small price of $1 billion.
I have a feeling it'd be one of those things where they'd. I mean, I don't know.
How did
Maybe.
they get it back?
But if you got it back, maybe you could just be.
And hold your family hostage.
They'd send lawyers.
Did they buy it off eBay?
Probably not.
Disney?
They're like, $20, we got it, yes. Buy now. Do people still use eBay? That was their problem. They went to eBay.
Right? Sell it on Facebook Marketplace. No, but I have a feeling that it's one of those things where even if Disney got it back and let's say they gave it back to John Boyega, you could probably be like, hey John, like what's the chances that I could like have it back after the movie's out? I think he is just that person who'd be like, oh yeah, like finders keepers, you'll get it back, and he'd probably sign it and send it back to you. I just feel like he's that kind of a guy. But
Funny.
Speaking of Disney, always in the that mouse always in the news. So Disney is being sued in South Korea for monopolizing theater screens. So,
Are we surprised that this is happening?
no, I'm not. So there is a little bit of like that may or may not be a legitimate case just because of how people get their numbers. But allegedly Frozen 2 was on 88% of screens the day Frozen 2 opened.
What?
Which
Jeez Louise.
in South Korea, it's if you have an over 50%, that's considered monopolizing, and you have to face penalties. Now
Disney was probably just like, okay, we'll pay
there's some
that.
other numbers out there that are saying it's 47%. So maybe not, maybe. But there is the whole thing, like, depending on how many theaters South Korea has, depending on how many screens they have in those theaters, like, studios do, and the bigger the studios get, the easier it is for them to bully around, hey, you're going to show this film this many weeks on this many screens, or we're not giving it to you. And that's the biggest scare for me when it comes to, honestly, Disney's the only one right now. This is the only one that's doing good enough to make these kind of demands. But if we do get to a place where the studios are more in the driver's seat than the theaters or the audience, honestly, the audience should be the controller when it comes to these kind of things. But who knows?
Look, you want to do your variety story for DC?
Sure.
What I have left will piggyback off of that.
Sure. So Variety had a big DC news kind of dump thing.
Yeah.
So there's kind of a lot of small stories with it, and then a bigger story within it that I know, like, Forbes picked up on, and I think they kind of expanded on it. And then I kind of saw Brett tweeting about it too this week.
Yeah.
But just kind of go through some of these really quick.
Brett knows how to tweet.
Yeah, better than probably both of us.
Yeah, definitely better than both of us.
So first thing was the Batman. The news with that was the actors and actresses involved all have specific things in their contracts for not just sequels but spin-offs
As well.
Which is, I get it, but also just
Hopefully,
don't overdo it.
So
the way I understood it was it's an option, though.
It's
correct. Yeah. So, like, hopefully those actors realize, like, yeah, my character probably doesn't need a movie.
Yeah, I don't need a Riddler.
No.
Catwoman's been tried. It could work again, but also also they kind of went into the current thing with DC movies now, which is to be R-rated.
yeah.
Birds of Prey is going to be R-rated, and Joker was R-rated, and when it made $1 billion, they kind of noticed. It's kind of hard not to notice $1 billion. And they kind of started to lean into that, is what people are thinking, and that Suicide Squad is going to be rated R, James Gunn Suicide Squad, and that there's going to be possibility there's going to be a lot more. Not just in the style of Joker with like more independent cinema, but also within the big blockbuster, fun summer movie like Suicide Squad or like maybe even Batman eventually. I can see that happening.
It's kind of, yeah. It worries me to a certain degree. You know, say what you want about Burton's Batman, but I was able to watch it at age 13, age 10, without my parents really having to worry about it. And I just hate for kids to only have one option when it comes to superhero movies, and that option would be Marvel. They're great movies, not discounting them, but options are good. And I mean, I don't think you can. You certainly could. Let me say, you could make like a Superman movie R-rated. I don't think you ever should.
No.
But you could, and I hope that they realize that there's still an audience out there for PG-13
Superhero movies?
superhero movies. Just because it didn't work with your one producer / director that you tried for 5 or 6 years doesn't mean it doesn't work. Marvel's proven that it works. You just have to find the right creative teams.
Warner DC, as a whole, I think is a streaky company.
Yeah, they are.
They really think like because it works once or twice, they really grab that and run with it. And I think that's part of why their DC stuff kind of fell apart, because BVS made a ton of money and they're like, ride that wave, let's keep it going, and it didn't hit. And now Joker's made a bunch of money and they're gonna ride this R-rated wave, and if Birds of Prey or Suicide Squad don't hit, then what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's weird though, because then you have Aquaman and Shazam, which both hit, both PG-13, and now the next, I guess Wonder Woman will be the next PG-13 movie.
PG-13.
Yeah, there's no way that's not.
And also, what constitutes a hit is like Shazam. If you compare it to Aquaman, no, it was not a
critical
hit.
hit,
Right.
but not a moneymaker.
When you
hit.
compare it
I
to
mean,
its own budget, yeah.
Yeah.
And like same with Birds of Prey. You get online, you're not gonna see positive reactions to this movie coming out because fanboys suck. Sorry. Even though we're all excited for it.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty pumped.
But like, if that movie makes $150 million, it's a financial success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's the
it's hard to judge what the studio considers a hit.
That's the Walter Hamada
Yeah.
effect, though. Like that's his thing.
Yeah.
If I can get the budget low enough, nothing will really fail per se.
The next story was that Green Lantern movie is still moving forward with Jeff Johns' script, even after the HBO show was announced. It's exciting. Green Lantern's a cool character.
Yep.
Also, The Flash is still moving forward with Ezra Miller and Muschietti, and Christina Hodson is writing it. We've kind of known that. That's just confirmed.
Yeah.
What else has Hodson written?
And then she wrote Bumblebee.
Okay.
She wrote Birds of Prey. And then after Flash, I guess she's going to be writing Batgirl. So WB loves this girl.
Yeah, seriously.
Trench is still a thing. The
Why?
Trench. I don't know.
This is okay. So
Because Aquaman was a hit.
I don't know. Ride the wave, right? Bad pun joke. This is the perfect opportunity for something that Brett. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but I know Luke and I have talked about this long ago. This Trench idea is the perfect idea for a short before a movie,
Yeah.
not a full feature film. Make it a short. It would work amazing. Amazingly. Whatever. That needs
Will
to
work
happen.
very great.
It would work. It would work really very good.
Yeah, get that word coming.
Yeah, really very a lot good.
And a lot is 2 words.
Hey, word counts at like 27. Killing it.
But they don't have a director for it,
Good.
which is Not surprising at all, because honestly, who really? I mean, I understand if you want to get your foot into it, but
You're signing yourself up for some trouble
it's not the
if
one
you take
wanna
that
start
movie.
off with.
Brett, you want that movie?
Sure.
Yeah. See, Brett would do it.
I'll take my shot.
What would your first line of dialogue be?
Next was they went into the Snyder Cut, and this was after all the celebrity cast pics and hashtags, and they talked about how it's not going to happen. This is a pipe dream.
It's gonna.
It never ends. It is going to happen.
This is a good way for them
I am
to
fully
get
on
more.
board with this, or on the train of this happening.
This will get them more publicity for it by saying it's not going to happen.
Warner Bros is like,
Keep talking.
we're still in the news, guys. And then I think that was everything except for the Superman stuff. The last thing was they don't know what to do with Superman because he's not a relevant character. Was the first part, which is just
That's an.
I can't believe somebody said that.
That's an idiotic statement.
And then
in
also
today's social climate,
that Michael B. Jordan
pitched a movie.
pitched a movie for Superman. He was involved with Superman for a bit.
So like all those rumors that we heard last year,
They were true.
they were true. He was really in the building.
Which is crazy.
It's awesome.
And then also, I don't know if we talked about it last week, and I don't remember what came out. Henry Cavill said, like, I'm not done being Superman. I'm
Yeah.
not giving up the role.
Yeah.
The cape is still in my closet,
Yeah.
he says. One thing I find interesting about the Michael B. Jordan thing is the reason it was him and Abrams. And the reason it didn't move forward is because they weren't ready to commit to shooting a movie. So Michael B. Jordan's like, well, you guys aren't going to commit to it. I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to sign myself up for something that's not going to happen.
Right.
He's not going to get on that Aquaman plan where he's casted 7 years before his movie comes out. Like, he's just not going to do that. Talking about the Superman being relevant, Neil Gaiman made a really cool comment, and this is not a news story for anything, but I just thought his comment was great. You don't make it relevant, you make it inspiring. And I think that's super true. Also, Superman's super relevant now anyways. You make an inspiring Superman movie, which is what you should have done to begin with.
Right. It's
You
not,
have
it's
something.
Not, it's not that Superman isn't relevant. It's that the takes we've seen of him on the big screen haven't hit emotionally for people.
Right.
Some people will say that, and I'm one of them. I love Man of Steel.
I love
I
that
actually
movie.
think that's a great intro.
Mhm.
But the Superman we got at the end of Justice League should have been the Superman
In Man of Steel.
at the end of Man of Steel,
Yeah.
right? Right. He needed, and I actually kind of felt like we kind of got that, but then we hit this whole like weird reset because we had to have him
Fight Batman. Yeah. You needed
Yeah,
your Kong
it's-
vs.
it's
Godzilla
not-
movie.
It's not like it's a weird. I don't know. It shouldn't be this hard.
Yeah, Superman's not that hard of a character to do, I feel like.
I used to think, and I think this just because I've never felt that connection with Superman. I always thought, yeah, he's tough because he's tough to do because he's the most powerful creature in the world or in the universe. But the more I look at him and film and storytelling in general, like you don't know that's not the problem. Just the problem is the take that he's got to be.
Make him inspiring. Neil Gaiman should write a movie.
Yeah, you should.
I think he knows how to write.
So you have the option between. You have two Superman movies coming.
Okay?
They're both going to be good.
Okay.
One of them is with Henry Cavill,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is with Michael B. Jordan. Which one do you grab off the shelf?
To watch or to?
To watch and erase the other one.
Oh shoot! I have to pay. I have to. Ooh.
You have not seen either one, but somehow you know they're both good.
Both got good reviews.
and
it's fine.
and when you grab one, the other one disappears from existence.
No one else gets to see it.
Nobody else gets to
Oh my
see it.
gosh,
You are in control.
this is horrible.
I'm sorry, Dana, if you ever listen to this episode. But I've already seen Henry Cavill play Superman. I would be really interested to see Michael B. Jordan's iteration of the character.
I'm kind of there too.
I am actually with you guys.
I love Henry
I
Cavill.
love Cavill. No,
wanna see more of
absolutely.
him.
Yeah.
But I think you're right in that
I've seen it.
I'd rather have that. Yeah.
I think my curiosity would peak just to see a different iteration, and to see Superman be a black guy would be
Now,
incredible to me.
depending
I would
on
love
who
it.
the writers/directors are, that could swing me the other way.
Also
but-
true. He would want to see the Zack Snyder Superman movies.
No.
So you have
Zack Snyder directed, but it's Michael B. Jordan's.
Oh.
you have
Oh.
the Michael B. Jordan movie, directed by Christopher Nolan. I don't know.
Okay.
And you have.
I don't know. If
I'm gonna make Brett sad. And you have the. Who did I just say?
You said Christopher Nolan and Michael B. Jordan.
And you have Henry Cavill with Ryan Johnson.
I'd watch the Henry Cavill one.
Yeah, I'd watch the Cavill one too.
I think
don't know
Nolan
if-
and Superman would be such a weird combo
Yeah, I
to me.
don't think.
All right,
Nolan
then I'll
can pull
change-
off Superman.
I don't know. I just know he's a famous director.
Let's be real. If Michael B. Jordan plays Superman, Ryan Coogler's going to direct it. Yeah.
Probably.
And the whole movie will
Good.
take place in space.
I'm okay with that.
Because Ryan Coogler would want to create his own planet.
I have another question.
Oh boy.
If Michael B. Jordan is Superman, is he Clark Kent?
That is the question I think you have to ask yourself. Are you willing to see him as Clark Kent?
Or would you have him be the
Val-Zod.
Val-Zod or Calvin Varys? Is that it? Something like that. Because there's other
feel weird
versions
typing this in.
of Superman.
What is Earth 2 Superman's name?
I think that one is the Calvin.
I think that's Val-Zod. No, that's not.
Nope, Kal-El.
Val-Zod.
Okay. Oh, I guess Earth. I was thinking it'd be Earth 3, but that one would be Ultraman.
I'm trying to find his actual name. Real name, Val-Zod. His adoptive father was Jor-El.
What?
He is secret identity. Well, that doesn't help me.
So me personally, actually, I think I would rather see the iteration of Clark Kent again,
Yeah.
because honestly, we haven't. Yeah, Man of Steel is good, but I didn't feel like we really got the Clark Kent yet since Donner's Superman in 1970.
I
Or
think
80.
Am I good? I was
What?
holding my breath.
What is going on?
I think the only time we get Clark Kent is the flashbacks to young Clark Kent, like when he's in like middle high school-ish age. I think that is the closest to Clark we ever got in the new movies. I think the adult version of Clark is not quite the Clark Kent we've come to love.
And I know, it's so annoying though, because like Michael B. Jordan casts as Clark Kent Superman. You just know there's people out
Oh,
there
the
going
internet's gonna go
like,
ballistic.
oh, look, another white person character that's cast with a black actor. Oh, here we go again. Oh, woke culture, SJW, all this stuff. And it's just like, you know, Michael B. Jordan is a freaking fantastic actor. He's one of the best actors working today.
This is what I'll say, and this is what I've said this before on the podcast. I think where I have gotten myself to is like before I was a big proponent of casting people who look like the character. As I've seen more movies, as I've read more comic books, as I've read more novels, what matters more to me is capturing the essence of who that character is. Do I think Michael B. Jordan could capture the essence of Clark Kent? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he could absolutely crush that role.
I feel like he could nail this really goofy Clark with just a really inspiring Kal-El.
A very like firm,
Yeah.
like well-spoken, public Superman.
Yeah.
But then like this dweeb of a guy, Clark.
Oh, I don't know, Lois.
Like I definitely think he could do it.
Yeah,
And I think it would be hilarious.
and he like they don't even have to run the dweeb route. Like,
no. Just kind of make him klutzy because
Yeah.
he's kind of goofy and he
Yeah.
does it to help with his identity. But
And Michael Jordan can pull that off.
yeah, welcome back.
What are you doing over there?
I've got all sorts of static.
This guy.
Was the chat talking to you? Were they going, Brett, you suck? Because we can't hear the beautiful voice come out of your...
Fun
Mouth.
fact: Calvin Ellis is based on the real life president Barack Obama.
What?
Yeah, I
She
didn't know.
cast Barack Obama.
Dude, yes. I was told to tell Brett audio good.
Okay, so it's been my cable.
All right, let's move forward.
Hope that.
Are you still in input 3?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No issues.
So, shout out to everyone who stuck with us through what appeared to be. It sounded like we were like sitting recording by the ocean, and the waves.
Dude,
were
I
on-
wish. Oh, that sounds awesome.
I listened to a podcast today where their audio was kind of all over the map.
Can we do an episode by the ocean?
Yeah, we can go visit my family
Okay.
and then go to the ocean.
And set up on the beach.
Cool.
People walk by and be like, what the freaking crap are they doing?
Why is that guy got a shirt with a cat on it in front of a microphone?
What is a wind surge? What baseball team is that?
They would know what a wind surge is on the coast.
Oh.
Check out my shirt. Go wind surge, baby.
So now that we've solved the problem of Superman on the big screen,
That's right.
Yep. Cast Luke.
what's next?
No, cast Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, no, that is the
Cal-
takeaway from this.
Do not cast him. Do I
Cast
look like
Luke.
Superman?
No, you look like Jimmy Olsen.
No, I'm not even Jimmy Olsen.
You can be Captain America pre
Okay.
serum.
I'm scrawny enough for that.
Yeah.
I can do that. Nailed. Love it. So actually, I don't know if you have more news stories.
I don't.
But I remembered another news
Nah, I'm
story. Because I was thinking about, like, Superman has all these stories that you can pull from. And then, I don't remember if we talked about it, but Kathleen Kennedy talked about how there's no books, there's no comics or anything for
Oh
original
my
Star Wars stories.
Gosh.
And I'm just like-
ma'am.
That's wrong.
She's the worst.
We're not saying you have to pull stories or ideas from them. Original stories are great,
Right.
but don't say they're not there.
Right.
Don't say that. Oh, that was a stupid comment. I'm sorry.
She's the
Kathleen.
worst. I said it. Hire Brett. He can write you a Star Wars movie.
I'll work on it. All right, I'll get started. That's why I got this iPad for, so I can
You didn't already write it?
write things. Dude,
Dude, why am
I
I-
might have something started.
Why am I plugging your writing if you're not going to be done and ready?
My
You
bad.
should have 5 scripts ready to go tomorrow.
Oh, no. I am behind. Okie dokie.
You guys should talk about that Knives Out movie
Ugh. So this is gonna be.
while I eat cookies because I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil
It's gonna
it.
be extremely short review.
I might go see it this week.
I'll read my tweet, and I have a few pluses.
Do you have any cons?
I don't
I
really
do.
have any cons.
I do. I can't say him though.
You can't say them. All right.
All right, you guys should fight to
I
the
can-
death. In
I'll
3,
say-
2, 1.
I can really make it vague.
Okay. No, I think this is like a perfect modern whodunit because I think
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because, and again, I'm trying to be vague here. It takes the murder mystery, it evolves the murder mystery, right? I think it twists the narrative in new ways that I wasn't expecting it to, because I thought you go in thinking that this is a very standard murder mystery, and it's definitely inspired by old murder mysteries, but it's not a carbon copy, and that's one of the very unique storytelling things that it does. Oh, this is so hard not to say anything. I do think the cast is great. I think the script's witty and clever.
The script was good.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the best scripts this year. It's
Yeah.
really tight.
it doesn't waste any time on anything.
I feel like everything was kind of important.
Mhm.
Even if there's stuff in it that I didn't necessarily love, it was there for a reason.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, so I think especially the cast plus the script puts this on a really, really good bar. So that alone sets the bar pretty high. I think, based on what you said in your tweet, I understand where some of your cons are. But go ahead, you can.
For me, this movie is good, not great.
Okay.
There's, I don't even know if I should say the members of the cast. I tweeted it, I guess. I think Ana de Armas is absolutely fantastic actress.
Yes. She's the heart of this movie.
Yeah, she is so good. I cannot wait to see her in future movies. I think she's one of the best actors working today. I think she has a really great career ahead. Daniel Craig is also super good in this. He's freaking funny.
Yep. Donuts.
Oh my god. Oh, that was so funny. Donut. Yeah, the script is really good. I would say from the entire cast, I'd say most of the cast is really good. However, there's one kind of three people that I honestly could not stand throughout this movie. I don't know if I should say or not.
As long as you don't say why, I think it's probably fine.
I hated Toni Collette's character. I thought she was so annoying. Just her mannerisms and how she decided to act.
Sure.
Was so annoying.
Sure, I can see that. She also doesn't have all that much to do.
Yeah.
So what little you get is what you get.
Yeah. And then the two youngest members of the family.
The kids. The girl.
Freaking Bill from It. Get out of here. Like, Hannah Langford's character was better, and I thought she was better at portraying her character, but I didn't like her character. But overall, I did enjoy myself through the movie. It was fun. I cannot say any more than that, which sucks, because I'd love to go into spoilers. But yeah, you just can't do it because honestly, it's from moment one. You can't really say too much.
Yeah. I'll say some other positive things just because we want to talk about for a little bit. Costume design and production design. I thought the mansion was really beautiful and really cool how they implemented parts of it throughout for both narrative and humor bits.
Chris Evans
is great.
I also really liked the soundtrack. It's kind of an old timey kind of score, which is fun. Even though the movie is in 2019, and it kind of fit the genre more than it fit the time period, which was fun.
Yeah, it's very modern, but there's only a couple instances of like people using their cell phones and stuff like that. But I thought it worked really well because I think sometimes you think you couldn't have a murder mystery happen in 2019 because of all the technology that's around us. But I think it fit really, really well. I also Michael Shannon I thought was a great member of the cast. I think he really stood out.
Honestly, like besides the three that I didn't like, I thought everybody else was really good. There was one moment where kind of in the beginning with Don Johnson that I thought was really funny. And I won't ruin it. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Composer.
Who wrote this music or composed this music?
Nathan Johnson. I don't know. What has he done?
All of it.
He's done all of it. Oh, he's literally done Rian Johnson movies except for Star Wars, which is John Williams.
Yeah. So yeah, one of the things
is it his brother
with Rian Johnson is he?
Oh, maybe.
You can tell that he's come out of the indie film community, because he brings people with him. He's got his producer, who's been his producer on every movie. He's got his cinematographer, Steve Yeldon, who's done all of his movies. He even did Star Wars. I
He
think
brought a cast member over from Star Wars.
He brought a cast member.
That was a surprise.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Big fan of that. And he was good.
Yeah. I think that one's safe to say, right? That's not like a spoiler. Frank Oz is in this movie.
Yeah.
We don't get to see Frank Oz.
He's a small role.
It is. It is a small role, but he's good.
He was good.
It sounds like, Luke, what's probably your final rating? Fanboy?
I'd give it a fanboy worthy.
Yeah. For me, it's probably a booyah, low booyah. I wouldn't say it's perfect. I said it's a
perfect whodunit.
Modern whodunit. But that's just because I think the whodunit / murder mystery genre is extremely tropey, and I think this one overcomes those tropes in really clever ways. So
yeah, I guess I'd give it a low fanboy worthy because I don't know, I was really excited for this movie, and ultimately I did leave disappointed.
Yeah,
I still enjoyed it, but I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I think the hype around it coming out of festivals and stuff, I may have leaned into that too much, so that might be my fault. Stop that, Luke. Don't do that. But I think I'll still buy it.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a fun movie to show other people. Everybody's over. And,
it's a fun.
Hey, let's watch a movie together.
It's a fun group movie. Our theater was extremely into it in terms of like very loud laughing and just interacting with the movie, which certain movies I hate. Hate when that happens. Certain movies, this one, honestly, any of the you go to a midnight premiere of a superhero or a Star Wars, and you kind of want that crowd to cheer.
That's how it was for me with Ford vs Ferrari.
Yeah,
my audience was so into it, and it really elevated my experience. I remember when we saw Good Boys, the theater was laughing a lot, and we see a comedy and everybody's laughing. It makes it better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
My theater for Ford vs Ferrari was not as enjoyable.
Should have went with me, man. Should have went with me.
Yeah, it was bad.
And plus, I saw this on a Sunday afternoon, right after church, which is my least favorite time to go see a movie. I'm always nervous when I go see a movie this time because that's when all the dummies are there.
Yeah.
And I didn't think my audience was that bad. The dude next to me has some gastrointestinal problems.
Oh, no.
But that's okay. We both made it through.
Good for him. Just own it, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Knives Out. Go see. I think both of us would recommend you go see it.
Yeah.
Definitely don't read anything up about it. Just go see it.
I was disappointed. It was still worth it. I think it's worth seeing, especially if you're into the mystery. If you're a Rian Johnson fan, you've already seen it.
How many Rian Johnson fans are there out there?
One.
There's not that many because most people don't know what he's done because he's only done a couple things.
The people that loved Last Jedi.
That's true.
Are the Rian Johnson fans.
Yeah.
All this talk about Knives Out, and I haven't seen it yet, but it just makes me want to go pick up one of the murder mystery books I have on my Goodreads list and start it. I have to finish The Toll.
So
then I'll start it.
Shout out to JT in the chat, who is the only one, as far as I'm aware of, as to send in a Fanbox question this week. So we should just hop right over to the Fanbox.
Yes.
JT asks, loaded question for the Fanbox, since we were talking about Knives Out. If you were to write a whodunit murder mystery,
oh my gosh,
what time period would you choose? Maybe a couple cast members. Who would you cast? And what is the plot twist? I don't know if we get on all that. That seems like a lot of thinking, but give it a shot. Time period.
Future sci-fi.
Ooh.
That'd be different.
I would put it on a space station or a secluded space station planet hub area.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, I'd go Blumhouse method. One location. Cast. Emily Blunt. Ana de Armas. Taron Egerton. Hugh Jackman. And I need an old guy to die. Old woman. Meryl Streep.
Ooh, there you go. Nice.
And she will win an Oscar for
So what is it? Time period, cast
and
twist.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know if we can think of a twist. That's the hardest part.
Also, you don't want to reveal the twist.
Ooh,
what if we end up making this movie? No, it's not gonna happen.
That's hard.
We could at least write the script and sell it.
That's true. I'll get right on it.
Okay, cool, man.
Done.
And JT knew you would go future sci-fi.
Can't help it.
I would go late 60s in Hollywood, where it's just really weird and there's a lot of weird stuff happening and hippies are the real deal.
Lots of acid.
I feel like you're just... Did you just
Not Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. No. I just think that time period and like movies where technology weren't so prevalent is so important to a good whodunit story in my mind. And I think you do it in like that time frame.
And in Hollywood, you could set it like on like a Hollywood backlot where they're filming a movie.
Exactly where I was going. It's a movie set, and one of the actors gets killed by a supposedly prop weapon, and they're trying to figure out who switched out the weapon.
What?
The twist would be that it was the director, because he hired a guy so he could kill him in his own movie.
What?
And
What a
I don't know who I would
douche.
cast.
Cast a director for the director.
Cast M. Night Shyamalan to director.
What if you casted directors and actors to just play themselves?
Oh.
Like you cast M. Night Shyamalan as the director, and you cast Tom Cruise and Chris Hemsworth and Emily Blunt as themselves.
Emily Blunt in everything.
I mean,
They're themselves in the 60s.
yes.
So Brad Pitt is like a legit burnout, like he is in
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't know. Who would I would see. I feel like I'm cherry picking, but I would definitely want Michael Shannon
Yeah,
because I like Michael Shannon. He's awesome.
he is.
Denzel Washington. Who else? Who's the dude? What's the guy's name? He's in Swamp Thing. He's in Remember the Titans. The other coach.
I don't know.
I can't think of his name. I like him and Denzel's chemistry in Remember the Titans. So those two.
Denzel.
And then, oh man, this is so difficult. Ryan Reynolds, because you need some stupid guy in the movie to do something.
Nice.
It would be a weird cast. I would go for the weirdest thing ever.
So, Luke said,
And Emily Blunt for good measure.
Luke said sci-fi.
Yes.
I'm gonna lean into a different aspect. I'm gonna lean into cyberpunk.
Make
style
it a
sci-fi.
Western cyberpunk.
So like big city, like there's all this crazy technology, but it is kind of like not Wild West in that like it's a Western, but like there is some like lawlessness, and so you can get away with things. I don't. Casting is so hard.
It's so difficult.
Just cast your favorite actor like I did.
So Cyberpunk just came to mind, and so I'm like, Keanu, you gotta cast Keanu.
Just grab famous sci-fi actors. So,
Yeah.
So like Keanu, then bring in like Matt Damon because he's a Martian. Bring in Natalie Portman from Annihilation. Matthew
McConaughey
McConaughey
from Interstellar. I feel like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar would fit more into your sci-fi movie.
All on McConaughey. He's good.
He is.
The twist in mine would be Matthew McConaughey doesn't use his normal weird country accent.
Ooh.
He actually changes it for one. Burn on McConaughey.
I don't know.
He's all right.
Someone who I really liked in another sci-fi movie, Ryan Gosling, Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could make a good. I mean, he kind of already is a detective, but without some of that other baggage of what makes Blade Runner great. Don't get me wrong, but it just wouldn't fit in this whodunit movie. I don't think. I mean, it could, but it doesn't have to.
I want Denzel to be the detective.
I would not have a detective in mine. Mine would be people trying to figure it out on their own and they don't trust each other.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you casting from Knives Out though? He cast Michael Shannon. I cast Ana de Armas.
He's gonna cast Ryan Johnson.
He's got a cameo, but that's about it.
And his weird laugh.
As a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
No, cast Daniel Craig as a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Oh, Daniel Craig would be good. That's the thing.
Lakeith Stanfield.
He was good.
He was good.
Knives Out.
Christopher Plummer, because how much longer are we gonna have him? We gotta get him in every movie we can.
I think you
He's
should
a
cast
national
somebody,
treasure.
fire somebody, and then replace him with Christopher.
There you go.
Reshoot the movie in 2 weeks with Christopher Plummer.
Oh.
He's proved he can do it. Living legend.
Let me check our Twitter real quick. Make sure we don't have any other Fanbox questions. I don't see anything else. Guys, we made it through episode 126.
Holy cow.
In a decent amount of time.
And a decent run. We didn't go, I mean, it's still an hour 20. I was thinking this one was going to be like an hour when we sat down and talked about what we were going to talk about. But we can talk for forever about the littlest things, so. And it's all good.
Yeah, we can. Also, I'm not gonna lie. Me and Tyler kind of just had to keep going when you were doing the technical stuff.
Yeah, you guys did well. You held it all together.
All I can do is roll with the punches, man. And the tech stuff was punching, and you fighting, and we watched and talked.
I was using from last week. I was using my Elsa magic powers to make the. I didn't do it right the first time.
You froze all the equipment. Yeah. That's why it's
that's why it's staticky. Oh, anyways, thank you all for watching or listening. You can find us on Twitter at WhatTheFanboy and Instagram at WhatTheFanboy. I don't know, any other plugs?
I wrote a blog this week.
Tyler!
What? if
Where
you're
can
a
we write
sports
that blog?
fan,
Or where can we see that blog?
well, the easiest way to find it is on my Twitter, but it's also on WordPress at fifthquartertd.blog.com. And my first blog was about Dwayne Haskins. So if you're into football, keep an eye on that. I'll be writing a lot more.
Sweet.
I read it and I understood it, which is really good because I don't understand a lot about football.
Yeah.
But I like football. So I'd recommend it.
I would agree. I don't know enough about like those like
Intricacies,
but it was layman enough that I got something out of it, and I learned a little bit more about quarterbacks and Haskins specifically, and yeah, keep up the good work. Go check it out, everyone. I don't have any cool.
I
don't have anything cool.
I haven't
things to
plugged
plug.
it in a long time, but we mentioned donuts. Me and my brother, we made a CD a long time ago. Not long. This year. It's called Light. Check it out on iTunes and Spotify. It's really good. It's got about 18 songs on it. So you'll definitely get your money's worth, and they're all really good. Some uplifting music will make you feel good. Good lyrics over dope beats. I made the beats, so I kind of feel conceited after saying that. My brother, he wrote all the lyrics, and he did all the rapping. It's really good. Go check it out. And also, Donuts, Donuts, Donuts is one of the songs on there, and it will be one of the hardest songs you listen to this year. I can guarantee that. Like, that song goes hard.
Pretty awesome. All right, well, until next week.
Next week.
Thank you all, and we'll see you later.
See you, everybody.